Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. My name is Chris Fensel, and today I'm going to be presenting the Human Resources Compensation Analysis of 2018. This is based on the report discovered in Module 8 of Excel Foundations 4. This is the final assignment for the Excel course. As you can see here, at this company, there are three different levels of executives: Executive 1, Executive 2, and Executive 3. And correspondingly, with each level of account executive, the salary goes up as well as the quota and the max base minimum and maximum. In other words, it is a lot easier for account executive 1 to reach quota than it is account executive 3, but at the same time, account executive 3 is making a lot more money when they surpass quota. After thorough reanalysis of all the data, it is determined that account executive 1's exceeded quota far more than account executive 2 and even more than account executive 3. On average, 135% of account executive 1s reached quota, and 117% of executive 2 did reach quota, but only 94% of account executive 3 reached quota. In other words, the lower your account executive level, the harder it is to reach quota. And the lower the total pay, the lower the standard to reach the commission, and vice versa. If you go back to the previous table, you can see the percentages to reach quota are on average 0.2 times higher per level of account executive. In other words, the more money you make, the harder it is to reach quota. However, there's also something that should be taken into account in that account executives receive a certain amount of accounts that they must manage at a given time. Although the numbers aren't that big, depending on the client, one client can take up a lot more time than another, and account executive 3s are much more likely, due to the nature of being higher paid and more experienced, to receive more difficult, time-consuming tasks than account executive 1s. Also, the average revenue that each account executive level produces is much bigger. Although it is easier to reach quota as an account executive 1, account executive 3s still make the company a significantly more amount of money. After reviewing all of this data, that it's determined that the less accounts, the more likely to reach commission. And also, the less accounts, the less likely for burnout. As many people are aware, burnout is a serious concern among all industries, and due to the fact that most industries are understaffed and overworked, the less accounts one has to manage, the better off the employee. Lowering the quota and giving executives more opportunity to make more money will improve motivation and reduce burnout as well. On average, commission is 3% higher between each ranking. So we have to ask, is the higher possibility for higher commission, will it lead to higher motivation? The average commission for account executive 1 was 135%, where account executive 3 was 94%. Was this due to lower standards or higher base pay? Uncertain, we would have to talk to each account executive level to determine. In conclusion, the higher the salary, the higher and higher level of account executives make the company more revenue. The more opportunity to make more money, the more motivated employees will be. I personally strongly recommend making it a little easier to reach commission and earn bonuses, especially for account executive 3, given the fact that they produce more revenue, and if you offer them the opportunity to make more money, they will make even more money for you than the extra you will be paying for them. Thank you very much for your time, and I would like to open the floor to questions.